Captain's Log, June 27th, 2025. Hello, I'm Captain Vile. Good on you, you've made it to Friday. Now, I missed the last Captain's Log because I was busy moving, which I will get into later this, recording. But it's time for Captain Vile Movie Week. Now, since I missed last week, I will just do... I watched two movies this week, and then a movie last week. The third movie was just because I have a large rewatch list to log movies on Letterboxd. I did not log yet, because I watched them before I started logging movies on Letterboxd. I have to go for the explanation every single week. I don't really want to do that, but whatever. Anywho. Last week, I never got to explain it, but I watched a Z and Two Knots. That was... every week I call my father, and then we pick a movie that week, and we watch, and we talk about it. And this was his pick, Z and Two Knots. I gave it 2.5 stars. Give me a second here. Immaculately shot, but for me, difficult to watch. This is not a film to see while eating a rice dish, but I don't regret watching it and enjoy the ending. So, kind of a long movie. I don't want to spend too long on each one, but long movie. The rice dish, in particular, is... because without getting into spoilers, the main characters catalog animals decaying through, like, pictures and videos and slideshows and whatnot. And the filmmakers actually did that, so there's, like, maggots and stuff while eating rice, so not the best snack. That's nice. Good movie, but not really a movie I enjoyed. Well, then this week, my pick, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I gave it 3 stars. This movie changes what it is every 15-30 minutes. I quite liked what it changed to each time, but the last 15 minutes are the worst of the film. That's my pick for this week, which I'll talk about with my father later. Decent movie. Bad ending. But an enjoyable watch, I guess. Then this is just for me, just to get it out of the way of my rewatch list. Monsters University. Now this may cause some of you to arch an eyebrow. But I give it 4 stars. It's got a good heart in it, alright? While it can be easy to overlook, this film has a surprising amount of heart in it. Along with that, it's a good way of expanding the world and answering questions the first might have left, with, like, how do they train scarers, where do the doors come from? I did always wonder, how did they find that out about the kids? How did they find out the kids who have, like, this phobia? Do they have, like, reconnaissance monsters who, like, hide in the, like, house and, like, take notes and then come back? And they should explain that if they ever make a sequel instead of a prequel. Or they could have explained it in the prequel. Whatever. I don't know, I thought it had a decent message. Now, on to my moving. There probably is not going to be that many movies total. I mean, I am just going to rewatch movies whenever I want, just to get them, just so I can review them. Because I want to have 100% accurate. My Letterboxd has every single movie I've ever seen. That's a ridiculous goal, but it's a goal I want. One day I'll be out of movies. One day I'll be out of Riddlers. I've thought about this for a while. One day, I will have... This is years in the future, but it's... If I keep going at the rate I'm going, it will happen. I will have caught up to DC making Riddlers, and instead of being every 2 weeks, it's every time there's a Riddler in anything. I'll like, awaken from a slumber and be like, ooh, there's a Riddler in this. But there's not quite enough for me to grade. Like, I gotta wait until it's over. That'll be intriguing. Oh well. Now, moving. I moved from student accommodation into a house share. Less roommates. More room. Funnily enough. Well, an asterisk there. I have a larger bedroom, which is why my mic might sound a little different. However, I have gone from a single bed to a queen bed. So I have more bedroom, but less bedroom. Get it? But yeah, no, I have a larger bed and a larger room. But I had more room in my last room. I'll stop saying room now. But I don't have. I gotta buy queen sheets. Like I have single bed sheets on a queen size bed. So I only have half the bed covered. I only sleep on half the bed. Because, I mean, I'm one guy. Kind of annoying. It's just kind of annoying. I would prefer having a single bed. I don't want this much room. It's weird. Oh well. And, like, even if I do get fitting sheets, it'll look weird, because I only have one pillow. And I'm not gonna, like... I'm not gonna get another pillow that I'm not gonna use. And I'm not gonna lie in the middle of the bed. I'm gonna lie on the side of the bed. Because, I don't know, I prefer feeling the edge of the bed. Like, in my old single bed, I was pretty near the edge. So, like, I'd have my hand off the edge. If I'm in the center of a queen bed, I'll have my hand on, like, the bed, not hanging over the edge of it. It'll feel like I'm sleeping on the floor. But it is a softer mattress. It's a better quality mattress than what I used to have. Now, the actual process of moving. Despite my parents' good advice to hire a taxi, I instead moved on foot, making multiple trips. In the summer heat. Like a moron. A moron with pride. But a moron nonetheless. So, I now live a mile from where I used to live. And I calculated it. On last Friday, the day I moved, I walked a total of 14 miles. 7 trips. Just... Because I had to move my stuff there, then go back to move more stuff there, then go back and back and back and back and back. So I am at the very least familiar with how to, like, get back to the path I'm used to walking to, like, go to the store and go to school. Yes, I have to walk, like, 2 miles if I want to go to the store. Because a mile to the store, a mile back. Which has made me do a lot less shopping, I suppose. I've been out of cereal for 3 days? I've just not been eating cereal, because, like, I don't want to go to the store for 1 box. I don't want to walk 2 miles for a box of cereal. So I gotta wait for more stuff to run out to justify the trip. Which is kind of fun. I've just been having sandwiches. Like, Oh well, but it was tiring. I'm not even done. I've got a month. I moved out early and moved in here. So I have got, I would say 2 or 3 more. No. 3 or 5 is much. 5? 3. I've got about 3 more trips. Or 3 more, like, things that I need to move. So that's fun. It'll be annoying. Ugh. It was such a weird experience, because it went to... Oh, and this is another thing. So, the real estate agency is an hour away from my old house. It's technically an apartment, but a house is easier, alright? my old house. It's in the next town, so it's an hour bus ride. So I took the bus to their office. I was like, "Hi, I'm Sawyer, here to pick up my key so I can move in." I didn't say move in, but like, I'm here to pick up my key. And they're like, "Oh, okay. About that, they lost the key. They lost the key to my house. Like, the agent that had it was out sick. They couldn't find the key to the safe of keys for them to get me a spare. So they had to call in an agent who was off that day to go to the agent who was sick's car, get the key, and then drive up to give me the key. And then I had to take the bus back. And that whole thing took an hour. As soon as I stepped through the door, and then as soon as I stepped out of the door with the key, was an hour. And they had one magazine for me to read that I read in, I want to say, 7 to 10 minutes. 7 to 10, yeah. Seems good. It was an alright magazine. Most of it was ads, but there were some interesting stories in there. It was like about the town I've never been in before, so it was nothing I'd heard about. But other than that, I just sat there for an hour on a moderately comfortable sofa. Just trying not to look at the agents who were there to make them uncomfortable. I mean, I wasn't I was more amused than annoyed. I grew annoyed after about 50 minutes, I'd say. Yeah, the last 10 minutes I was agitated. I'm a pretty patient person. And I mean, I would say there is a level of incompetence, but it's really, like, bad luck. Like, they're out sick. You can't really plan for that. He said, this isn't how... I remember this is a quote from the guy. "This isn't how we usually run things. We've just been struck by sickness and vacation." Because, like, one guy was sick. The agent who I had seen the house with was on vacation. And then another guy was not working that day, and they called him up. And was like, "Hey, could you get the key?" A little annoying. And then I took... So, 3 hours to get my key. Would have been 2 hours and 5 minutes, but no. And then... So when I got home, it was 6:30 p.m. And I was like, well... I'm not moving it to tomorrow. I'm moving my stuff. I want to, like... I made a big thing, like, this is the last night I've slept in this bed. I'm sleeping in my new bed tonight. And I did not do that, actually. The day after was, because I had gone from... I was moving. This is gonna shock some of you, especially my mother, who I know watches these. I'm almost 20, Mother. I'm an adult. I can do stupid things like this. That is to say, I moved my stuff from 6:30 to 2 in the morning. Not a good idea. I was exhausted and overheated. And I didn't sleep that night. That is, like, technically I didn't sleep that night. I slept that morning, the next day. So the 21st, I slept on the first night in my bed. It was really hot. Because, like, heat wave, and I have a window that faces my bed that works as an alarm, which is cool, but, like, the first night when you didn't expect it, and you wake up, and you're blind, and it's like someone shooting a laser at you, because the sun is, like, in my window, visible. I open my eyes, and there is a third of my window that I cannot look at, or it will hurt me. Little wacky. Not a fun way to wake up. I've gotten used to it, though. It's like dawn now. Not dawn, dusk. dawn is morning. So yeah, no. Moved all by myself over the course of a few hours. Still not done. I've been making routine trips each day, to and fro. Just small things, one a day. I don't want to, like, overwork like I did the first day. But I'll be done soon. I've got, like, small stuff. Like, hats. I have a lot of hats, if you didn't know. Keyboard. And some boxes. Like, actual boxes that I just store stuff in. That don't have anything in them, but I keep them around because I'm like, oh, I'll... And they were decently helpful for, like, using desk knickknacks. Moving desk knickknacks. Like, I have a shoebox that I just have put, like, Riddler figures in. And books. It was fun. Not too much else. I will say, I thought about this earlier in the week. I was, like, somewhat disappointed that there was very little fanfare for the channel regarding this, because I was tired. But, like, the first video I recorded in the new house is that Psychonauts video, instead of, like, the Captain's Log video. Like, I set it up to be, but the agency cost me 3 hours. Well, it cost me an hour. I'm getting... Yeah, it's not entirely their fault. Whatever. I moved later than I thought I would, so I didn't have time to record Captain's Log. But I did. There also wasn't, like, a last video recorded this house, last video recorded, or first video recorded this house. But I guess I didn't do that for when I moved to university either. I'm trying to think. What? I know the Arkham Asylum finale I had pre-recorded so much of Arkham Asylum in order to make moving easier, but not Kingdom Hearts. That was... I don't know, I think I put that on pause or something. But we were in, like, the... What was that place called? It was in, like, the Twin Castle, where it was, like, half clockwork, half evil. Spire? Twin Spires? I don't know. It was like the first world that wasn't a Disney movie world. And it was really cool. It was kind of a pain in the ass to traverse through later on, I'll be honest. But it was in the library. I remember opening up OBS and, like, Kingdom Hearts for the first time in my university dorm and, like, recording in the library. Not in the dorm room, but, like, in the game library. Whatever. I wanted to talk about the bets I've been doing on the channel. I don't know if I have time, though. We're about, like, 19 minutes in. Yeah, less than that, but, like, about there. That's about how long these are. I mean, I've had longer. I don't know if I have that much to say. Or should I have that be, like, its own video? Hang on, this is the last week of the month. This is the last week of the month. I wanted to do, like, month in review short video, where it's, like, my, like, captain avatar is at, like, an accounting agency. And he's, like, speaking with his accountant, and you're like, you owe them what? Like, okay, let's see here, Mr. Vile. Captain Vile. Okay, Captain Vile. Seems you owe them a musical number. Humming the music. Riddler and Penguin making out. Oh no, I don't have that. No, I beat Cuphead. I don't have to do that one. Oh wait, no, there's no, not musical number. I hum the music. Don't make me sing a musical number if you're listening to this. Do not make me sing a musical, please. I don't wanna, because I'd have to hum it then too. That'd be part of. Oh. So many bets. I think I will make that, like, bet in review. And plus, it's like you can just check it every now and then. And yeah, no, I'll do that. I'll start working on that. Be like, all right, this is what we're going so far. We have 2 points of interest unclaimed. Oh well. Yeah, I'll talk about them more in depth next week on the 4th. Wait, 4th of July? Next episode's the 4th of July. Huh. I mean, I'm in England. That doesn't really mean that much. But it's notable. See if I can watch, like, an American movie. Looks like really American. And talk about that. Oh well. Whatever. Moving sucks. But I'm mostly done with it now. Channel's in, I don't know, as it is normally. Not much has changed, except for the addition of bets, which hopefully should not go on too long. Hopefully I can get my hands on story mode. Oh well. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Stay tuned to Gotham